Guys, as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Hakeem Jordan, what is cracking like and what is going on? What is going on?
Living the dream.
Like always.
Hey
Jordan,
man, feeling
go ahead.
good, feeling good, feeling good, feeling great as ever, man. So another Wednesday afternoon over here, Wednesday evening. So let's get it.
And you guys already know it's today Wednesday. I forgot what they call it. And it's Wednesday. Wednesday is the panel.
Oh,
But I forgot
open
what
panel Wednesdays.
Open panel Wednesday. There you go. Open panel Wednesday. So you guys are freely to come on, come in, join the conversation. Don't be afraid to show your lovely face. And let's just dive in and have a good time. You know, Jordan always do his thing with the topics. So go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing.
All right, people, what's going on? What's going on? See, thank you guys for watching us as always. Glad you can see you guys come in the chat. Y'all watching us on Facebook, Twitter, Kick, um, 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 Instagram. You know, we do all the streaming, and we really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys for coming by and watching us. As you guys know, I always got the topic for you guys to make you guys entertain. You know, do what you feel. Put it on the chat. And also, like I said, Ronnie said, you want to come on the panel, talk about any topics you want to talk about, chat it up with us. We really appreciate you guys coming up. But that being said, let's start. So the first topic we're going to take, we're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather. So Floyd Mayweather, he was on the podcast with the Povet, which is a really, really good podcast. Shout out to them. And he had one of the fellas had a question about the P. Diddy situation and when Floyd met her, how he addressed it, he said, hey man, he really don't want to talk about Diddy situations and everything. He really don't want to put another black man down, wherever his business, and, we're really kept it on moving and everything, because, we don't, and, shout out to Floyd Mayweather because, he keeps it real, wherever business, Diddy's going to, that's his business, hopefully he can address it and take care of it and everything. So we do have a clip for you guys that we're gonna play with you guys. Hey, Josh W, man, good to see you on the chat. Sherry Bryan, we see you. Ken Dog, I see you, man, I see you. I see you, Ken Dog. So we do have a clip for you guys. We're gonna play after that. We're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Even like P. Diddy. I'm not going to speak bad about P. Diddy because he's still a black man. Mistakes happen, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life. And P. Diddy business is P. Diddy business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stump him and kick a man while he's down. My take on it is, it's not my business. I don't think it's right at all, and I don't condone it. Even if that happened to my daughter, I would be hurt. But that's a choice that my daughter made. Yeah. So I don't want to kick nobody while they're down.
I think the big thing, because I have girls too, is though.
No boys?
I have a boy too.
Okay.
Is one, if your son is in that position or your son is accused of those things that Diddy was accused of, like, he says, but I'm gonna check him about that. I'm gonna check him about whether or not these are things you've done. I'm also gonna check him about putting himself in those positions. And on the other side that we have to be very careful of, especially when talking about women, is that if those things are true, right? And some of the things are true, yes. That wasn't a decision they made, right? That's something that was done to them. And I wasn't in those rooms, so I can't cast aspersions on Diddy and say that he did it or he did do it or he's an evil man or he is. What I am saying is if those things happen to those women, not only is it not right, it's also not their fault. Mm-hmm. I'm going to believe in my son and what he says, but I'm gonna check him about that. I'm gonna check him about whether or not these are things you've done. I'm also gonna check him about putting himself in those positions. And on the other side that we have to be very careful of, especially when talking about women, is that if those things are true, right, and some of the things are true, that wasn't a decision they made, right? That's something that was done to them. And I wasn't in those rooms, so I can't cast aspersions on Diddy and say that he did it or he did do it or he's an evil man or he is. What I am saying is if those things happen to those women, not only is it not right, it's also not their fault.
So there you go. There you had it. You had, the fellas, chopping up a little bit about, the Diddy situation, about, if they was in a situation, especially with their kids, you had a father or daughter and everything, and, and they speak their truth and everything, and so did Floyd Mayweather. So yeah, man, let's talk about it. Let's address it. So I'm gonna pass to you guys. Shout out to M Elms. We see you on the chat. I'm glad you be part of the chat. So yeah. Let's go. Let's get it. So I'm gonna pass it to you, Ronnie. Going to what they were saying about the Diddy situation. Even though they had a child, if they saw their child in a situation, they'll kind of handle it, in a different way. What's your take on what Floyd Mayweather was saying about the Diddy situation?
Yeah, sorry that I was muted. The situation with Diddy, I think Mayweather. Remember, they have a good. Hey, what's going on, Jabbar? What's happening? What's happening? And what's up with you, Josh W? The situation with P Diddy. Remember, you got to keep it in mind. Majority of these guys, they are in the same circle, so he won't speak bad about P Diddy because at the end of the day, remember, they don't like to put anything in front of them or say anything about them if it's not pretty much even not if not proven guilty. Especially when it comes to Mayweather. Mayweather is a very good friend of P. Diddy. Remember, he go to his parties. He'll P. Diddy go to his parties. So, and all of that, P. Diddy go to his club. When I mean his club, I mean his strip club over there in Vegas. So, he's not gonna really speak down about P. Diddy, even though people are accusing him of being someone that used to, sleep with younger women. So he's not gonna say nothing until it's proven that he actually did it. But because remember, Mayweather too had cases about him too doing stuff to women. So you saw that every time he had cases about him doing stuff to women, he always being found out not guilty. So that way, he say I'm not gonna speak on it because he has some level of respect for P Diddy. So I get where Mayweather is coming from, but at the same time, I don't think Mayweather should be afraid to speak his mind if you think P Diddy did it or not. Because remember, that's just your opinion. But I think he just want to keep his face clean. Go ahead, Akeem.
So Mayweather is not a person they should be interviewing. He's very pragmatic with his answers and the way he thinks. He does things. He speaks on things by not even understanding the full complexity of it, or try to veer himself out when he know what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. What the man did was 100% wrong. It's been rumors going about him for years, and you say I don't want to kick a man while he's down. We know most women get ostracized when they go out and tell about a event that happened to them. This is common sense. So now you have more powerful men say, I'm not going to kick him while he's down by not holding him accountable. You're a multimillionaire. Your homeboy's a multimillionaire. Yes, I will lose going to your parties to say that, hey fam, you're a freaking MO. You feel me? Like you're taking stuff, but he's not going to do that. He wants to stay in the middle line and don't want to swing left or right.
For me, I definitely know why Floyd Mayweather kind of stay in the middle of this, because as you guys do know, you don't know, Floyd Mayweather had, history of domestic abuse, with his past girlfriends and everything. So I don't know nobody knows that and everything. So how he looks at the Diddy situation, see what he's going through, he's not going to say anything about it because, he had history. He has history about it too. So it's kind of like a, maybe not, say what I said because I kind of know a little bit of what Floyd's going to in a way. But the thing with Floyd, he had a criminal suit against him, and he had to go to jail. With Diddy, it was just a civil suit, pay off Cassie and everything. And after Cassie pay off, a lot more people was coming up and everything. And now, Diddy's still different with, several lawsuits, as well as the chick that one lawsuit in particular with the chick he messed with, I guess was early 2000 and everything. How they've been, she's been, um, you know, do a whole bunch of sexual assault and of what Diddy did, back in the day and everything. So, and I also saw that he Diddy also was saying about that situation about about that situation about how a lot of people just try to get cash on me. You try to get the cash on me because a lot of people do civil lawsuits and everything. For me, I feel like these women should be, if that's the case, put criminal charges against Diddy, try to put this man in jail instead of try to get civil lawsuit. Really many of us should try to say pay for my hurt and pain and suffering and everything. Which is I can see that as well. But for me, what Floyd was saying, he was dead wrong with what he's saying. Dead wrong is try to step back because, like I said, it's okay to put somebody accountable, especially Diddy. As he's a billionaire, it's okay to put that man accountable. And I feel like with Floyd Mayweather, he just don't want to do that. When it comes to topics like this or anything like that, he's more of a hush hush, and I'm just gonna do me, make money on Floyd money with Mayweather and everything. So yeah, man, and yeah, Floyd, he like I say, Floyd, if you want to put somebody accountable, it's okay to put somebody accountable because you've been in that type in that situation as well. So I wish Floyd could have said a little bit more, kind of say in the middle and everything, but that's what Floyd do, and that's what he says.
Man, shout out to Shaq. Shaq said something that I totally agree with her. She said you can't really hold somebody accountable unless they be held accountable. Until they being charged, pretty much that's what Floyd Mayweather is doing. He's not really holding PD accountable until he's already held accountable. Until he's found to be guilty, then he's gonna hold him accountable. Until then, I would say he can't really say anything. He's just gonna still be by PDD's side, not gonna be speaking too much of it because, like I said, they part of the same circle. So wherever events they're having, more likely Floyd Mayweather gonna be there and PDD gonna be there. So they don't want to have no form of alter. I would say when these guys, you gotta understand something. These powerful guys, they I would say they all in the same circle, so it's hard for them to actually, to pick fingers because if Floyd Mayweather say something about PDD be like, Floyd Mayweather, because I totally forgot what you said about that, Jordan. That he was actually, they had cases about him putting his hands on women
and had to go to jail.
And going to jail, but you see, P Diddy never talked about that, so it's going to be kind of shady for him to talk about P Diddy case when P Diddy never talk about his.
I do honestly think that when we talking about accountability, and this is the thing that women complain about, and even something like, what do you do when your barbershop talks and you hear that your man's is foul? Do you got to go talk to other men about it and say, yo, we might not let this man hang around us anymore? So, a lot of women ask these questions, be like, yo, you could be around a dude, he be beating on women and don't say nothing. A young lady mentioned that the other night. And it resonated to me like, yeah, she might have a point. Like, when that happened, do we check these guys or we still chill with them? So, point intended to Ronnie said about these guys still go to party together. They still share money together. But I do think that we do need to hold people accountable more because then it'll look like we're acceptance of these type of behavior. And then when it comes times to us to get caught into an accusation.
Yeah. What's going
on
LA project? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
Bobby Brown, we see you. We see you. I just believe when you have, substantial amount of money, as in Floyd Mayweather does and Diddy does, as they both, made billions of dollars and everything. I just feel like, when you have the money, you have a little get more and more power. And how you treat your women, they supposed to look at you as a god or something like that because you made so much money, you have the status and everything. And
Facts.
the thing is, it's like you know, with the Me Too movement, and and a whole bunch of women are speaking up more, and everything. And the thing is, but did his, this you see a lot of history of what he did, not just with Cassie. You hear what you heard with Aubrey O'Day. You heard some security guards was talking about him, doing stuff with women as well, and everything. They just felt being have so much money and have so much power. They believe they feel like they're a god figure and they can do whatever they want to do. You're not gonna do anything about it. Now once that Diddy situation came, everything changed because you heard a lot of people got charged with civil suits. Marcellus Wiley, the New York mayor, Vin Diesel, and it's a lot more and everything because they feel a lot of women are speaking up more. Personally, I believe they should be put criminal charges, but they instead it's like I'm gonna put a civil suit. Get the money. I'm just gonna pay. You're gonna pay me for my pain and suffering and everything. But yeah, a lot of women are stepping up. They speak a little bit more. And the thing is like I think there's not a hopefully these women are speaking up more about it. They can really, really just say, hey, I'm ready to speak my truth. Even though it happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. As you see the Bill Cosby case, there's women who speaking of 40, 50, 60 years ago, all the way to 1960 about what Bill Cosby, did to women back in the day and everything. So, so this is the word to, man, they got money, especially celebrities and everything who did stuff back in the 90s, 2000s, 80s, and probably in the 70s and everything. Especially was in New York because in New York there's no statute of limitation, meaning they could go, they could go all the way 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago and they can bring it back up. And some of the states you can do that too. So yeah, so man, you really, really gotta watch yourselves, especially you got money. If you feel like you get a God figure, that's not happening no more. You gotta put a lot more respect on these women, you just can't do anything. And especially to what's his name, Trey Songz. I don't know how he's getting away with it because, all this accusations we heard from him for the last 5, 10 years, and he be getting away with it and everything. But for me, Trey Songz, to me, like I said, and the thing is with Trey, it's been consistent things with Trey Songz and everything. So, but I believe one day, with Trey Songz, because to me he should be staying quiet and everything. But Trey Songz, eventually, it's gonna catch up to him because you just hear a lot of stuff with Trey Songz in the last 5 to 10 years about Trey Songz. So. Hopefully, Trey Songz see what's going on about how these men are getting civil suits and everything. Even though Trey Songz has been trying to get criminally charged and also get civil suits as well, and he be getting away scot free. So hopefully for Trey Songz, he can learn a lesson from this because if he don't continue what he's doing, eventually it's gonna get pick up to him, and he will be either civil charge or also criminal charge as well.
Man, shout out to Jesse Meow and also shout out to Genesis, especially Genesis After Dark. Me and Hakeem, we be over there and Jordan, we be over there kicking it. It'd be fun conversation, man. Shout out to you, lovely Genesis, man. You doing your thing after dark. We like the conversation over there. Very, very dope. Shout out to the LA Project. She's in the building. We gotta give our women the salute. Even Bobby Bryant's in the building. So I
Hey,
don't know, Sherry Bryan said she went to go do her girly thing. But
yeah,
I'm still gonna have you guys on while
yeah.
I'm doing my girly thing. So women love chaos culture. You get what I'm saying? So I had to get the
We
movie
look.
salute. Go
Hey,
ahead.
shout out to M Mills. She said what's up to you. I don't know if you seen it in the
Yeah, I know.
comment.
Of course, I see M Mills.
Yeah, we
Oh,
see
of
it. Yeah, we
course,
see
I
it.
knew M Mills. I could never forget about M Mills.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sweetheart here. But just hear me out. Say there's a pros and cons. I think it is pros and cons to everything. Not only that, but why hide? I call why hide the voice of reason. He say if you can't hold children accountable, what make you think you can hold men accountable in today's society? I agree with him. We don't even hold our own women I mean, not women, our own men accountable. I mean, children. So what do you think we can hold men accountable? Especially you powerful men like P Diddy and Floyd Mayweather. It's not gonna happen. What's going on, Miss Reed? Miss Reed is in the building. So I would say you can't really hold these men accountable. The only people that can hold these men accountable are the judges. Because us as regular
Facts.
people, we can't even touch them. I'm just being honest. Go ahead, I can't.
He said, I need a mic sound like yours. Thank you, sir.
I can't spend a lot of money on that
Yeah,
mic.
I did. I spent a lot of money on
yeah,
that.
he spent a lot of money. He got that super mic. He got that
Yeah,
nice one.
You got that mic that you can change your voice.
you
That's
already
the mic
know.
I need. Like you go
Yeah,
high, low.
yeah.
That's money. How can you got money?
Yeah,
Huh?
hopefully this year I can upgrade mine and everything. So my wife bought me my mic. Shout out to my wife who bought me a mic. So hopefully
Shout out to Go.
later this year
That's the goal.
I can upgrade my mic and everything. Get a mic like
Jordan, you ain't the only one.
Hakeem's.
Jordan, you know the one. Jordan, you know the one. I have some equipment coming. I got some lighting coming. I got so many things coming. So,
Yeah,
trust me, it's gonna be a whole nother production over here on my side. But
yeah.
Hakeem, he said, I see. Yeah, Hakeem, this is Hakeem's dream. Hakeem
This is
he
my
gonna show
dream.
out.
Sit and talk to y'all. You know
Me,
what I
this wasn't
mean?
really my dream. Hakeem just threw me in here. So, guys, y'all gotta forgive me. Hakeem just already just go.
No, this is all divine for all three of us to meet and come and do this with y'all. It's
Yeah,
divine. And we're gonna take y'all with us to the top of the mountaintop.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah.
but Floyd Mayweather, those guys can't really get those guys over there, man. And I can't even enjoy. I actually met him in real life. He's actually a cool guy. He's actually a cool dude.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that too. But you know
He
what
be
the
over there in
big
South Beach. Go ahead.
you know what the bigger issue is, and I want to see if anybody in the comments can agree with me and y'all. The bigger issue is there's a pattern with men and money and abusing power, right? What we need to do is educate our women in our community to say, baby girl, he has money, but he ain't gonna be nice with you like that. So to make them aware of what they will get themselves entangled to by dealing with these kind of men, to try to prevent that. We can easily, like you said, we can't hold these guys accountable. A lot of these guys will say, you're broke, so you can't tell us what to do. So the best thing is to do is to be in our daughters' lives, be in our nieces' lives, our friends' lives, and say, yo, you really messing with him like that? And try to say that character means anything than money. I know America make us think that money is everything, but if you go read the Bible in Corinthians, they say love trumps everything over ideology. Over that, love means everything, and family and people and stuff like that. So we need to learn that, so we won't have these cases coming. Hopefully, these women can get their justice, and these guys will be convicted of these type of things. Because men with money get away with murder at times.
Hakeem, you are spot on about a man's
Facts.
character, especially with men and money. You look at a man's character. If it's not somebody like your father is, or somebody that's like a good person at heart, and sometimes with these men that have type of money, they could they can be all sweet and they look like the best guy in the world, but at home they can switch just like this and everything, like very very switched up, and that's we probably well, we don't know that, but that's probably is how Diddy is and everything, because you be hearing some wild stories with Diddy. I heard a wild story when Cassie, I guess it was at a party. Actually, Young Jockey talked about this, about the time that he wanted Cassie to shave that side of the head when back in the late 2000s when chicks, they was they had their hair up this way and they shaved their side of their head. I remember Rihanna brought that stuff too, and there's a lot of stories of Diddy. He just this, hey, I demand you to do this. You gonna do this, you be out of here the next day. And that's what Cassie was kind of in that situation and everything. She was kind of following in the field, the groove of Diddy. That's why she kind of stayed with so long. Especially with her at the young age and everything. But yeah, Diddy. you just hear a lot of stuff. He could be a bully. Narcissistic traits and everything. So, but going to a man, his character and everything, it speaks a lot. It might not shut out in public, but in private, once you start knowing the man, little by little and everything, because a man could tell you anything. He could tell you nothing but lies and everything, but you're gonna see by his action. His action's gonna tell you everything. The man can say anything, and that's a good thing about being in a relationship or being married. Especially being my wife for 13 years. She looks at my actions of what I do. There might be some things that I might not get at quickly enough, but she just see the consistency that I show my actions for her and everything, and people could say that. She said, "God's stories about AKA also." Who's AKA?
He's talking about academics.
Yeah,
Oh, DJ.
academic.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Great point.
Good point.
He's telling the
DJ
truth.
Act. Yeah, DJ
It's
Act. Yeah.
It's too many of them coming out with him. They even got photos and video. We seen him arguing with chicks, getting in their face. I'm the prize. I'm the prize.
No, because the chicks get it. No, because the chicks always get in with DJ Act though. He talks about that a lot. They always going into him. Because remember he always talked to like he for some reason he like abusive women. Like he likes abusive women.
He do. I guess he's
weird.
I think he's attracted to it.
Don't think he is.
He
likes
he's
it.
attracted to it for some reason. I don't know why.
But
Like if I ever see DJ Act or I talk to him in real life, I will ask him like, "Yo, you like abusive women?" And then he might say, "No, I don't like abusive." I think he do.
You be lying to yourself. He said, "I know I don't." Yes, you do. You get lying to yourself. That's messed up. You got lie to somebody else, but you lying to yourself about it.
Yeah,
on, DJ.
No, but just hit me out and say the haircut was BS. I actually like the haircut on Cassidy though. Cassidy haircut was nice. Cassidy and Rihanna, I like that
I
style.
like the haircut. I like that style. That
Yeah,
style is
yeah,
fine.
Just hit me out didn't like the style. I love the style on that, like the half shave.
Yep.
I don't see girls doing that anymore, but back then I find that to be
Yeah.
very attractive. I ain't have no problem with that style. I find it to be very interesting. It was different. But DJ Act, man, that guy right there when it comes to women, it's a whole nother ball game. Like I say, these powerful men, when they come to women, like Hakeem said, they have so much power, they don't really give a damn. I think they don't really because they know the law is gonna always be on their. They know the law is gonna always be on their side. So that's why they don't really whatever. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Miss Reed had said something earlier. She said if she's gullible, she'll take the risk. If most girls are gullible, even with all the information that's coming out about this guy doing this, Trey Songz doing this, girls will still take their opportunity, think they're going to get a lick out of it. This is why it's so important to try to educate people about the situation where you just got to educate. Like, it's not that fun. It's the same thing with men. We got to educate other men like, yo, she got a fat ass, but you don't know if she got that thing. She got a fat ass, fam, but you don't know who. Huh?
I think these men don't care. They don't care, bro.
And it's sad to say that, but we're gonna keep falling short.
Prime example, look at Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham been dating all the Kardashians. And now he's with Kim for some reason. I don't know why. I don't get it. And mind you, they're supposed to say Kim hit the wall. Kim got all these kids, married, divorced, and he still want to holler at her. And remember, Odell's younger than Kim Kardashian.
Yep.
It's I don't think it's a wall with the Kardashians because Kardashian's been doing, like I said, when you with the Kardashian, you instantly get status. You get more status than you usually get. And they've been doing that for what 15 years with it and everything, with their shows, their marketability and everything. You're right about that, Ronnie. Once you with a Kardashian, you get instant status. Unless you got more status than a Kardashian. If you were at the middle or below that, you will instantly get status with the Kardashians. Point blank, period.
Elevate your status and also can hurt your status. Prime example, look at Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Joe, don't hurt him. But look at Kanye West, Kardashian, married to a Kardashian, and look where he's at now. They call him Kanye West unstable. It look like he's dropping all his business is not going through. He's complaining that he didn't show his commercial on the Super Bowl. Like, did it really help Kanye West or did it hurt him? Now, Odell Beckham, I think it's gonna hurt him at the end of the day. I don't think it's gonna better his career because they will be like, ain't you with Khloe Kardashian? It didn't work out. Now you with this person. Like, come on, make up your mind. Make up your mind.
It's sad, but a lot of these people would sell their souls for fame and money. When you remove God and you remove morality, people are willing to do whatever, and that's the sad thing about it. I'm an expert at this because I've seen this and I've been around people like that. Men with money, women who chasing money for status and prestige, and all lead you to the wrong way. Who gets affected? The kids and the family. You dirty your parents' names. You don't look like a woman in public, and all points attendant. Gore say they just don't care because they feel like their money transcends them from any vindication. But as soon as you get stripped down all levels and they will make you naked and you come back to us, it matters. It matters unless you redeem yourself.
But think about how Ken, you're making $100 million. Who in the world will give you something if you make $100 million?
You 100% right. Nobody will, but you have to live with that. You know what I mean? But at any given day, as soon as you go up, you can go down. And people need to know the way you can become a regular person overnight. All it takes is an accusation. All it takes is for some small dumb move.
Jonathan Majors.
Oh my God.
He talked about it before, Jonathan Majors.
We could probably get him for a Tubi movie for about 5 stacks now.
Yeah, John DeMajor on was crazy. Literally, he was in the top of his game. Movies coming out this year.
Oh.
Like, nothing.
Yeah, and once he was guilty out of 2 out of the 4 charges, Marvel was like, okay, we yanking this immediately.
But John DeMajor, there's another woman say there's another allegation about him too, as well. That we
past, but it was. I think it was two. I think it's 2 of his other girlfriends he had in the past. They were white, and there's some more allegations. They didn't charge anything. They didn't charge anything like that, but there's more allegations of women that he did in the past are kind of in a civil situation that, what happened with his ex-girlfriend as well.
Leave these white bunnies, like, hey, I gotta agree with Umar. Leave these white bunnies alone, boy.
Yeah, remember that OnlyFans chick, that crazy one who killed that one black guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was dating. I forgot what the name was, but that was big. And then recently she got indicted, and then they got her charged with murder and everything. Yeah, man. Some of these women, white women, they can be cuckoo. Gotta watch yourself.
Cynthia G said like it said like when white women get with a black man, they get contaminated. I was laughing.
That just sound crazy.
Like, she said that. I was laughing because I was like, hey, kind of do seem like it though. Every time a white woman with a black man seems like something goes crazy. Like they're always going, like it's the craziest thing in the world.
That's just wow, dude.
Not all white women, but this
Like I don't know if it's the man. Shout out to Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast, my brother. It's in the building. Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast, man. He been quiet, man. He doing his thing though. Shout out to you, big dog. Shout out to you. Yep. Look, Miss Reed, you see what Miss Reed said?
Yeah, she said white tears are dangerous.
They can be.
Yeah, but
she's not lying about that.
Anyhow, moving along. Go ahead.
All right. We're done with that one, and we're gonna see what we can do. Let's do. Let's do the Tiffany Haddish one. So Tiffany Haddish was trending. She was trending today. About that she was on her way to learn and see about going to Israel with her own eyes. So she was on a flight, apparently headed to Israel, and she really want to go to see. I don't know if she would go to Gaza. I don't know if she's trolling anything, but she is going out to Israel, and she said she's gonna check it out for herself and everything. And a lot of people think she was trolling, and a lot of people did not like what Tiffany Haddish was doing. So we do have a clip for you guys about her. I don't know if she was on, but she was on social media, and she was talking about going to Israel and to see if it was real or not. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip. After that, we're gonna chop it up.
I ain't gonna lie, Tiffany Haddish is gorgeous. She gorgeous though. Go ahead.
On my way to Tel Aviv, then to Jerusalem, then I'm going to the Dead Sea and go and get me some. Gonna have some fun, yeah, it's gonna be great. Then I'm gonna learn about the politics. Hey, see, I feel like I can't believe everything I see on the internet. I can't believe everything everybody's saying to me on the internet. I need to go see for myself. I'm one of those people. I'm sleepy as hell. I'm about to be asleep this whole flight. I've been up all night. And I'm asleep the whole 16 hours. And I'm gonna go see for myself. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see all of it. I'm gonna ask questions, see with my own eyes. Cause I don't believe everything. Social media be saying, I know a lot of stuff on social media be not true because, yeah, I didn't even open it. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff be on this social media not true because I see stuff people say about me and I live my life. I'm living my life and I'm like, that's not what I said. That's not true. So, before I get to speaking on stuff, because I've heard from people that live there on both sides of the gate. Now I'm going to go see. This is not champagne. Champagne, first of all, don't come in a cup like this. Damn. That's a little Caesar salad right there. Delicious. So I want to go see. And then I'm going to tell y'all what I think. But I'm going to go see with my own eyes. Because what I saw online I did not like. And I know a lot of people that have gone. So many people have gone. And they've come back alive. They come back fine. So I want to go see. I'm going to go see. And we going to see what it is. And I'll show y'all some of it while I'm there. But I'm gonna go talk to people. I want to find out why is this happening? Why is this going down? Just like I went to Eritrea, which I will be back there. I'll be back there. I got my 2% too. Trying to figure out how I get it in my damn bank account. Some of y'all might not know this, but I'm a citizen in Eritrea, paying my taxes and all that. I got a little bank account out there, but can't put no money in it. Unless I'm there, I guess. I gotta figure that part out.
So I'm gonna read a few comments from the comments that they posted on the video, and this one was from Rhoda Osmond. You guys don't know who Rhoda Osmond is? That's the brick lady. She said, "Yo, it's an evil world we're living in. Every day I grow more and more scared. How can you joke about genocide? I hate to hear this so bad." Another comment says, "I'm so glad Common moved on from her. It seems like he pressed a eject button and just in time." One comment says, she's cringy to me now all the time. One comment says she jokes about the wrong stuff. And then I'll read the last comment. She says, "Sad as hell. People are being ethnically cleansed, and she's sipping on mimosa, talking about she want to see girl go to hell." Wow. So go ahead. I want to talk to you, Ronnie. I just want to say this. You already know history with Tiffany Haddish. She, I think a month ago, she got pulled over here in Hollywood for DUI and everything, and it's just not looking good for Tiffany Haddish right now. So my question to you is, what she's doing right now. Is it over for her? Is she gonna get canceled?
No, no, because the simple fact is people they like her for entertainment. And prime example, she because remember she got pulled over in LA for drinking. You saw they asked her, "Hey, what are you drinking? Are you drinking champagne?" She's like, "No, I'm drinking. That's not champagne. It's juice." So I find that to be cap. But but that's the problem when your life is consumed by social media. Sometimes it can overtake you, and I think that's what's happening with Tiffany. Tiffany, she's too much. I think she's too much on social media. She's too much on what people think about her. She's on too much on pretty much the whole aspect of everything. I don't think she understands how social media works, and knowing that okay, whatever you put out could come back and hurt you in the long run. People gonna have different criticism about you. Is either you're gonna have good criticism, bad criticism, and sometimes that even the one that's median, probably in the middle. But in her case, she been getting so much bad criticism. And I think that's what's hurting her at the end of the day. Right now, she's joking about it. She's laughing. But I know deep down inside, she like feeling like a certain type of way about what people are saying about her and these social media, pretty much social media life platforms. So I think that's why she's not finding herself to be what she used to be. But hopefully, like I'm with Why High. Pray for Tiff. Pray for Tiff. Hopefully she get her mind together. And sometimes I think she need to disconnect and reconnect again. Sometimes you need that break from social media because boy, oh boy, if you consume your whole life with social media, you can end up like Tiffany. Go ahead, Akeem.
I want to highlight what my brother just hear me out just said. Piss. Tiffany, is your PR firm turning off that live video? Turn it off, please. Stop streaming. I
Facts.
had to
I agree.
highlight that because just hear me out. You knocked it out the park. And it hurts me to say this, but you start to notice when people are losing themselves into in reality. And her just coming out here, not knowing the complexity of it. My mom always told me, if you don't know what you're talking about, just shut up. Leave it alone. Don't involve yourself in it. Just because I have no comment. I wouldn't even stream that. This is why we need to learn how to disconnect from the internet. She doesn't understand what's going on. She doesn't have a complexity because she's not plugged into these things. For a person who is Muslim and for a person who studied geography and history, that was my minor in school. These are the conversations we have all the time, but this is difficult to have with people. So for her to say, I'm going to go out there and go to Jerusalem and to see for what it is, shut your mouth. Worry about something else. Worry about something else, miss. You got to try to get your career back. They're not booking you for movies. You just had 2 or 3 scandals concerning your name. You had the DUI, then you had that stuff with Ari Spears. We ain't gonna get into that one because that made you look real sus. Then you was bashing Common because he left you. When are we gonna learn not to make your life so public? We don't always need to hear your opinion, especially when it sounds ignorant.
Man, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Tiffany Haddish here in LA because this is from who she's born and raised and everything. And to me, I don't know why, but she just go over the top with it. But she don't need really to do that and everything. She really needs some help. She needs to stay out of social media and she needs to stay out of Hollywood streets for like a year or two and really get some help and go to rehab and everything because what she's doing right now, man, is just she's keep continuing her reputation. It's getting worse and worse and worse and everything. And you're right about Hakeem. It's like, you're not going to get any movie roles, or even worse than that. A lot of these comedy improv places, they're not really going to book you like that. And a lot of people believe that you're really not funny like that either. I'm just saying, like I said, I don't know. She had, I believe she had like maybe 1 or 2 specials on Netflix. I see it, and it's sorry, it's not funny. Yeah, I really don't like, but she put it out there how she's going to, Israel and don't know what the hell. She don't have no clue of what's going on and everything. No clue. And the thing is, like, you're kind of famous and everything, and you're going somewhere, even though she's not going to the Gaza or the Gaza Strip, it is, a lot of people don't know, it is extremely dangerous to go to, if she said go to Jerusalem, it's a no-fly zone. It's like I said, it's not, to me, it's not safe. It's not safe. It's no fly zone to go to Israel right now at this moment right now. And so for her, go over there and see what's going on and try to get some type of clout of what she's doing and just posting on it, it's very cringy. I don't like it. And it just make Tiffany Haddish look worse in a way. So, my sister, I hope that you just stay out of this, social media, you stay out of this Hollywood streets and really, really go get some help because, you had, 2 DUIs in the past year or so, or 2 years or something like that. And it's not good. And the thing is, it's like, it's not like, the DUIs that you had, it's like, the past 2 DUIs has been the same. It's like, you was in the car with the car on and not saying she was drinking, but you're intoxicated because here in California, if you're in a car when the car is running, even though you're not driving it, if the car's on, it's just running, if you're sleeping and everything, if you look intoxicated, they're going to put you in for DUI. Those small stuff like that.
Same thing in Florida. Same thing.
Same thing in Florida. Okay, cool. So, not just here in California, but other couple states as well. And the thing is, like I said, what happened a month ago, she got caught different DUI. The second time, the first DUI was the same exact thing and everything. I just hope Tiffany really, really gets some help because I don't want to see, the next 5 or 10 years. It's like, whatever happened to Tiffany Haddish, I don't know. She right down the street. She in Inglewood or somewhere in South Central, something like that. Because how her career is looking right now it's declining. It's really, really declining. So hopefully, Tiffany Haddish gets some help. Please get some help.
Just hit me out there, even in Washington D.C. All you have to do to have the keys and the train and in your possession. The car don't need to be on. I didn't know.
See, now Washington, they got more stricter rules in here than California and Florida.
Yeah,
That's the same thing in Massachusetts. It's no different. It's a Commonwealth. All Commonwealth, they're very strict about alcohol. This is the reason why things are closed at 2 o'clock. The liquor stores are closed at 2 a.m.
I think they say it's only Florida, LA, and New York. They keep the bars open all the way to
Yeah.
And
here you go buy here in California, you go buy liquor like when the store opens. Like I said, where I work at, the store opens at 5. You can buy liquor at that time.
Now that, but I think in Georgia, they say Sundays they don't even sell liquor. Like certain states, they don't even sell liquor on Sundays. So, like, if in those type of states, they really be, especially if you have alcoholism, they be struggling because you can't consume at a time. But I think media is, I always keep telling people, media is a new drug. Sometimes when you get that taste of it, just that one taste of you getting that viral moment, it seems like they want more of it. They want more of it. They want more of it. Tiffany Haddish, what she's doing is now she's trying to get viral. She's trying to make herself relevant again. Because let's be honest, who right now talking about Tiffany Haddish? Nobody. They're only talking about Monique, D.L. Hughley, and also
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp, and then what's the other guy's name? Cat Williams. They're not Tiffany Haddish.
And Casanat too, the streamer as well.
Oh yeah, Casanat. Yeah, so if they're not talking about it, she's trying to make herself relevant. And so what can she do to get that viral moment again? I think what she's gonna end up doing, she might end up going on Club Shay Shay and say something bizarre, and it's gonna put her right back to the spotlight. I
don't think Club Shay Shay's gonna get her. I mean, Ronnie. That's just personally for me. I don't think I think Shay is like, oh no, I ain't get her on there. That's just me. How you feel about that, Hakeem?
I agree with you 100%. I don't even think Club Shay Shay is going to even last with all that controversy. Controversy don't last forever, bro. You can't do that for so long. Remember, Vlad was a king at one point. We barely hear people even talk about Vlad like that.
Oh, Vlad?
Yeah.
And the situation with Vlad is because Vlad, It's like I think his interview style is starting to dry up. It's always the same concept of interviews.
Yeah, and he's not getting that wild stuff like he
Yeah,
used to.
no. I think people forgot the secret. So Vlad knows, and I don't think you noticed lately. Like Vlad been doing like old videos now because I don't know what's going on with Vlad TV. Urban OJ, what's going on, Urban OJ? Because Vlad has
He has pivot to other content.
he do pilot to other content. That's correct.
Yeah, yeah, and the thing is not that he's not making money, or is not might still be one of the top rated YouTube channels in the hip hop space. I'm just saying, as far as the hype behind it, it's not like how it used to be. You know what I mean? Because he used to put out a lot of very content that was very salacious and like, maybe we shouldn't have put this one out. But you know what I mean? It doesn't affect him because he's not directly connected to the situations with these people. So I don't say I guess he's a journalist, so him putting out something be like, hey, it doesn't hold no warrant. He's just putting out a story and doesn't know how it affects people. But since I guess somebody gave him a memo, but he switched. He said it's on purpose with Vlad. He's interviewing other people and trying new things. Yep.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, Vlad, he, especially here in 2024, it's a lot more competition out here with these podcasts and everything. And I think Vlad is really seeing that, understanding that and everything. And, with Shannon Sharp, with Club Shay Shay, and also with Nightcap and everything, he's in that and bringing it to another level, And for us, it's like I said, I believe that, should take some type of notes of what he's doing. I know we were taking some type of notes of what Club Shay Shay's doing, because what he's doing right now is really unbelievable. And it's good to see a black man, Club Shay Shay. He's taking the YouTube by storm, and he's doing something different, and he's elevating it as well.
Yeah, good point. Club Shay Shay is doing something new. Remember Vlad, No Jumper, DJ Ack. All these guys are like pioneers. They kind of show people how to do it.
Yeah.
Like pretty much copying their style. Club Shay Shay is actually doing something new, something actually refreshing. And I think that's why that's one of the issue within the space. This space is everybody doing the same exact thing. So I always tell somebody, like I was talking to one of my homeboys, I was telling him how, this space needs something new, something refreshed. If everybody doing the same thing, it's not gonna grow. You just don't be stagnant. What Club Shay Shay doing, he doing okay. What Vlad TV doing, in a whole different level. Same thing like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, when he came out, he was doing a style like DJ Vlad. And Joe Rogan even said, he said, some of my stuff I actually learned from DJ Vlad. However, Joe Rogan took it to the next level. He started switching it up to something that it will get people to captivate to the show. Fresh Sound asked you a question, Jordan. They say, is Club Shay Shay something new?
Yeah, like how he's interviewing people, like say, he do his research. I feel like, with Shay Shay, he makes the questions that he asks, he makes people that interview a little bit more comfortable than DJ Vlad would do and everything. Because with DJ Vlad, he might ask questions that they might be, like a curveball, and it's kind of like baiting in a way. With Shannon Sharp, he really doesn't have to bait, because he makes sure the person that he interviews make him more comfortable. And then if they want to speak, they need to speak about their piece and everything, of in personal life, or who they got beef with and everything. He's really, really doing that. And by seeing what the Cat Williams did and everything, how Cat Williams is very, very comfortable with Shannon Sharp and everything, that's why he kind of went viral like that. Because if Cat Williams with DJ Vlad and everything, it would have been like how we see with Club Shay Shay and everything. And you see who Monique, she kind of went viral. If you watch Club Shay Shay, you'll be viral for between 2 days from a week, because when you speak on Club Shay Shay, it's going to trend, and people's going to talk about it. Especially, and the thing is about Club Shay Shay, now it's really comedians are getting at each other and everything. With Cat Williams, Monique, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, and so many, many more and everything. So, yeah, Club Shay Shay, it's his spot to be here right now.
No, definitely. I do want to make a comment because to highlight what Urban Noise has said. So Joe Rogan,
Mm-hmm.
who has been, he's technically the king of all podcasting. He does straightforward interviews. You know what I mean? Nothing salacious. He interviews the impact movers of our times, people who have cultural impact. And the only time he've ever had anything that went viral, I think the one thing I remember was when Elon had smoked some weed on his podcast. But I like his style of podcasting because he only strictly goes to the content of the person. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, we're not here to judge how you run your podcast, but we want to say what's going to last longer. Joe Rogan's going on 10 years plus, and he gets some of the interviews that average people would not be able to get. Elon Musk is not going on anybody's channel.
No, but the thing, but remember, Joe Rogan been there for 10 years plus. Vlad, well, how many years? 7, 8 years?
Yeah,
longer than that.
He's been longer than that.
Vlad been doing it for 13, 14 years.
13, 14 years, but he does hip hop.
No,
he
but
doesn't.
They were like, Joe Rogan was first, and I was like, I thought Vlad was first because Joe Rogan even said he looked up to DJ Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, DJ Vlad was first, and then that's when Joe Rogan. Because I know DJ Vlad, he came out in the.
I remember Joe.
I want to say 2007 to 2008, and then Joe Rogan came in the 2010s.
Yeah, because Joe Rogan was a UFC fighter, then he started doing podcasting when he retired.
Yeah, and he was on Fear, and he was a host of Fear Factor. I can't forget about that.
Yeah, that was my favorite show.
That was my favorite show, man.
Yeah,
but Joe Rogan, $200 million deal, 250 something like that. Hakeem?
Yeah. They just signed another. They just gave him another 30 ball or 300 ball. Damn. So you talking about he done made close to a half a billion, 500 million.
Sugar Bomb said Shannon Sharp not gonna have longevity.
Didn't I just?
You did.
Thank you, Sugar.
It said that.
I believe
we can agree.
Right, because right now he's having a problem with people, comedians getting on him right now. He don't even like him.
Oh man, everybody, yeah.
But that's not. He's not the one saying it though. They the one saying it. How can let's say for example we bring Umar here and Umar start talking crazy? How you gonna be us accountable for something Umar said? That's what Umar said to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I understand because of the question he's asking. That's probably why, because they're like, why he's asking certain questions. Because the reason why he's asking those type of questions is because the simple fact is they the one that's telling him it's okay for them to ask him that type of questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First times. Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time.
Look at Tasha K. She's still losing money. She's pouring her money down the drain. The more salacious content that she straps on.
Yeah, she's getting worse.
Tasha K is just messy. She's really messy.
It 100%. But I'm talking.
You know why she's doing it, Hakeem?
Yeah.
The more she's doing it because she can get more people to watch her on her Tasha K app.
Yeah, but it's crazy. But how long is that going to last? It's the same vibration of negativity. Yep. You feel what I'm trying to say? And I say, when you do negative things, yes, you're going to win. You're going to get those 100 million views quick, but you're not going to last long.
And karma will hit you. Look. I feel sorry for her. But look at Wendy Williams, yo.
Oh my God,
it's terrible. And the thing is, it's like when a show was over, she couldn't do like a proper retirement. You know, once she was like she had issues with with her self-sickness and everything, it was done.
Let me tell you when I knew Wendy Williams was a piece of trash. When let's put respect on Method Man's. He's been married to his wife for over 30 years and still with the same woman. He has no allegations of cheating. Wendy talked about Method Man when his wife was going through chemo, and he said we was trying to keep that private. How did people get that? A lot of people got on him for calling her out her name, but you just spoke about that man's business. The lady going through cancer. We talking about this was 20 years ago. God bless, she's still with us. But you know what I mean? This is when I know that if you're so hungry to make $1 and you lose your moral compass, we have no business with you over here. I don't want to win like that, bro. I'm perfectly fine doing what I'm doing now. If I don't care if I never blow up. You know what I mean? For me to sell my soul to get a quick dollar. It don't work like that. We're going to get to where we're going. It's just going to take longer. But what they're doing, you lose friendships, you lose deals, you know what I mean? You lose respect, and people will question your integrity for years to come.
And you always be in a corner that you will never get out of. Period.
Remember, you have a real podcast when your podcast can last over 10 years. That's
Woo.
when you know it's for real.
Woo, let's talk about it, Ronnie.
Yeah.
That's when you know, like Joe, I'm not gonna lie, even I gotta give it to him. I even gotta give it to Joe Budden. Joe Budden podcast lasting over close to 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast Club, like those are that was saying Joe Rogan, DJ Vlad,
Yeah.
DJ Act, like those No Jumper, those you can see they last a very long time. It's because of their integrity. They don't try to do anything that's gonna jeopardize the shiciness of a podcast. They do things the right way, even though it may take longer, but they're really doing things the right way. I think because the problem is today people are looking at all these because you see these are a lot of young guys coming up. You got you remember you got Aiden Ross,
Yep.
you got Kai Sinet,
Mm-hmm.
you got High Show Speed, and you be like, man, they getting 100 views.
Yeah.
But that's the younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I will say, look at Fresh and Fit and just Pearly thing. They got got instantly subscribers and views and
Look at them now. Yeah.
super chats and everything. So now it's like they got demonetized from YouTube and everything. They're not making money like they used to be.
For salacious
Kendall.
content.
Fast Ken Dog, slow and steady win the race. Yep.
Come on, Ken. Let's talk about it, Ken Dog.
Be the tortoise. Don't be the rabbit.
But instant gratification is the issue what leads people into these decisions that are so negative. And they think that they really doing work. Like we trying to help. No, brother, this is not how it goes. Positivity always going to outshine negative. It just takes longer. Positive things always get overshadowed at times. But real people who are listening will always keep you going. How can Joe Rogan be getting all this money and still be last? And a lot of people, there's still some people who has not heard of Joe Rogan. Like black, like black people, some people they've never listened to a Joe Rogan podcast. They've probably seen his clips on YouTube.
Right, or World Star.
Or World Star, but they've never even seen these guys. You feel me trying to say?
Yeah, no, Shannon is doing something new because he's been on a new audience on YouTube. However, if you notice that the video he just recently dropped wasn't doing numbers like the other videos was doing numbers because there was no messiness to it. He was going back to the organic style of interview like he normally do, and he don't get the numbers. So you know what's gonna happen? The next interview is gonna be messy because he's gonna realize that wait a minute, I didn't get that 100 million views like I did with Monique and Cat Williams. The interview he just recently did, I forgot what the guy's name. It didn't really do that serious type of numbers.
Yeah.
It didn't even go viral.
Joe Doherty hit it with another one. He said, selling your soul for views is telling when you've been true to yourself, and positive will touch people more. Let's talk about it.
Yes. Positivity will all touch people more. Not only that, but you have a longer stream of audience.
100%.
They're never going to leave you. When it's organic.
Yes. And don't get me wrong. There is topics we would love to talk about, but we know the complexity of it and how we need to have more of an emotionally intelligent people without getting so ruffled about the conversation so we can try to help one another. You know what I'm trying to say? And this is why we're careful here talking about some things that might be above our pay grade, that we might not have information on. I'm very self-aware of that because I personally, when we come on here, we think about who we're going to offend. That's really important to us. Are we going to offend women? Are we going to offend black people? Are we going to offend white? Are we going to offend Hispanic, Asians? Or are we just going to offend ghetto people? And we're going to offend women. So it's important for us to even go to shows like Genesis After Dark.
Yeah, and Nightish.
And Nightish.
Like, that was saying, yeah, shows like those. I like small. I always tell people I like smaller podcasts because you know why smaller podcasts be really good. You able to talk. You ever hear people not over speaking. There's no ego, and we just having a good time.
Facts.
but it's always good to learn. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is for Genesis I am. Sometimes
Right.
sometimes and I want to give her credit because and this is why it's important to listen to other people. Same thing with Nidus. Nidus, we're not gonna he's in a league of his own where the jewels he dropped, you got to sit down and want to soak and take a pen down. Same thing with Genesis. But what I say is, we had a conversation the other night. I had to go home, and when I went to work, rethink a lot of things she said and say, you want to know something? The sister was right about this. The sister was right about this. Sometimes our egos can overshadow what somebody's trying to tell us. Because I'm trying, and it is like when you go diversity training. I got to be able to stand over on her shoes to see what she's talking about and not just completely discount what it says. And this is why we need to be important when we start listening to these other people and maybe see like, hey, is this content okay? Is this content respectful?
And the thing is about it, a lot of people kind of listen to react, but they just don't listen to process. You know, every time we do a show, you know, if I say listen to you, Hakeem or Rodney, or we have somebody else on the show, or we had, you know, Stephanie, we had Ruthless Truth, we had, you know, Chicago Gorilla, and who else? We had Muhammad in here, you know. After, he's like I said, after the show was over, I was just soaking in, just hearing everybody speaking and everything, just thinking about it, you know, and just processing and everything. And that's how it should work. Instead of, you know, going on, listen to somebody, and then if you don't like it, you gotta react back to it and everything. That's not how it works. When you listen to people, you let it process, and like I say, cause you're gonna learn something new every day. And I think it's important is really to just listen and process it, and then make a new point of view of what you're trying to think about.
Let me tell you what I loved about that particular show you talked about that a lot of people was unaware. That I say this is what the type of conversation we need. It got real heated real fast when Stephanie got on. As soon as Chicago came and explained, sometimes it's always needed another voice to explain it. As soon as he came and explained it in a different way, she understand and she apologized. But here's the thing, nobody jumped down her throat. Nobody called her any kind of names. We didn't say that you're dumb, you're a single woman, you don't know what you're talking about. She had every right to speak her mind. She still was unaware, was speaking in passion, but I love the fact how just a simple conversation made her view looked at in Ruthless Truth eyes, and it was like, yes, I'm sorry. I now I understand where you're coming from.
And also just having a the awareness of what podcasting on, because you know they know the type of podcast is like. It might be heated, but at the end of the day, you know, we don't bash one another and everything. That's what, you know, Chicago Gorilla knows. You know, and Ruthless Truth knows about that too. We know we don't bash one another. You know, we speak our thoughts and everything. You could agree, disagree. It might get heated sometimes, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, once we got done with the conversation, everybody was cool. Everybody was cool with each other, and
Big
that's what
facts.
and that's what we try to with this in our, you know, with our podcast, you know, and have conversation. That's what we want to bring and everything. Disrespecting everybody's mind and everything. You know, if you agree, you agree. If you disagree, you disagree.
Because people gotta understand something. One thing about YouTube, people gotta understand your audience is pretty much your soul. Is your builder block. When you allow your audience to speak and let them speak, and when their voice is being heard, that when you know podcasts tend to last a long time. When guys tend to like, I don't care what the audience is saying, I don't really pay attention to what the audience is saying. That's why they don't have longevity on YouTube or in podcasts in general, because they don't understand that your audience is what's going to keep you. It's pretty much what's going to keep your podcast surviving. Breakfast Club learned the secret about the audience presence. Joe Rogan understand the points of audience presence. DJ Vlad, I give it list upon list, especially DJ Academic. DJ Academic love his chat. So I'm saying that because the audience is very important. Kyle Sinet, Aiden Ross, same thing. They go about what the audience is saying, because the audience is what's going to keep. It was pretty much the battery of the whole podcast world is your audience.
And also, what's his name? You know, I like him, and sometimes I'll be disagreeing. And that's Corey Hawkton with the 5150
Yes.
show.
Mm-hmm. Same thing. The audience. That was you got to learn how to love and appreciate your audience.
And he been doing that podcast for 14 years. Her and Darlene, they've been doing it for 14 years. Look
And
at them now.
they're still not widely known. They just
Exactly.
got to a certain peak.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what you gotta say. What your intentions are. If you're really doing it for the money, or you're actually doing it for the love of the podcast. Because if you're doing it for the money, it ain't gonna last that long. That's something to think about. Like always, Jordan. On to the next one.
All right. Let's see if I can find another one. Get back to it. Let's do. Okay, let's do this because this is concerning. I never heard this in my life, but if you guys don't know, apparently in New York City, the NYPD, they have a damn dance team, a freaking dance team. I never heard of the police a department ever. I don't know. It's my first time hearing it ever. Of a police department has a dance team. So apparently, New York City mayor, he got criticized for cutting, $100 million in education funding, but willing to finance, they're on the dance team. And also, I think he cut between $5 to $10 million in sanitation as well. And also, we all do know that he's getting $53 million to the illegal immigrants too. So we do have a video for you guys about the dance team. I do want to comment on this because I feel like this is ridiculous. Go ahead, can you play the clip? After that, we're gonna talk it up. We're gonna chop it up. Man, I can't believe they got a whole dance team. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we can't play our music because of the.
Yeah, we can't play. Yep.
Yeah, so this is the dance team. So, I'll just read a little bit. So, the New York City Police Department is facing criticism after its dance crew performed on a local TV station. Social users took to X to express their frustration with the dance moms. Mayor Eric Carter, Eric Adams cut additional $100 million from education this year, but he found somehow to find money for the NYPD to promote themselves with the dance team. Crazy.
You gotta love New York. You gotta love New York City.
Yeah.
He said like Genesis says like blue pigs.
What's the blue pigs?
Like
they call cops pigs, right?
Oh, the cops.
As a nickname, yeah. So she said they're blue pigs.
No, because New York City. Wow, but go ahead, Jordan.
So I was gonna ask you, Ronnie, what the hell's going on in New York? What the hell this mayor's doing, yo?
He trashed. That mayor need to get the hell out of there. Somebody who I actually know, a good friend of mine, lives in New York, and he always talk about the condition of New York, how New York condition should not get better. And now that when we went to downtown Manhattan, they see like the cops don't even give a damn. So I think the part why they don't give a damn because they're being cut in so many different budgets. So they said, why should I protect and serve the people? So they're just walking around. You're like, if something happens, it seems like the cops just, it's like they just regular civilians.
These cops ain't doing nothing in New York, and I see why, because what the mayor is doing in New York with all this budget cuts. But yeah, you want to create a NYPD dance team. Cool, great idea. Don't understand the concept because it's not like that. But you're taking budget from something that you guys be using for the cops to enhance the police department, so they can so pretty much they can better and serve the community, especially when it comes to New York. Because remember, New York, especially in their hot and a subway, because they subway 24 hours. I be hearing that people be getting robbed, people be getting stabbed. It's just crazy what's going on in New York, and it's because of the simple fact is because they keep voting the wrong way. And now you have people like 50 Cent, Cardi B, Fabulous, all these other celebrities say, hey, we made a bad decision to try to promote some of these politicians because they ain't doing nothing for the city of New York, and they making New York pretty much a S show, if you catch my drill. New York need to wake up, because pretty soon, if not, they're going to be underwater. Go ahead, Kim.
This just goes by, we need to make sure whoever we endorse and we do research on them. and make sure that their views align with our views and their ideologies are not skewed and they can't be bought. This is just a simple example of we rally behind somebody just because of the name Democrat, and we was like, hey, he's going to make this better, and he's made it worse. Sometimes I say I'd rather a strict lunatic before an easygoing sap. I was in New York when Stop and Frisk was there, and there was a cop on every avenue. You know what I mean? And, the Caribbean Day Parade and all these things where cops were walking through, making sure things safe. It's a war zone now. So, you know what I mean? I say you got to give up the good and the evil. You got to take something that what he's doing just doesn't make sense. 200 million, 100 million from education when the dropout rate is high in New York. A lot of kids don't finish school there. That's my point.
Yeah, I completely agree, yo. It's what that mayor's doing, man. He's just giving money and money and money and money and money. I don't know what the hell he's doing because I don't know. It's because because of the election this year, he's trying to make a point about how well Democrats are doing, which that's obviously is not the case. Taking $100 million from education, yo, that's crazy. And I also mentioned the sanitation. The sanitation New York is taking now because, I won't be surprised this year or next year when it comes to breast infestation. I won't be surprised New York will be #1 again when it comes to that and everything. And in the subway station, I bet you I went to New York. Was it about 2 years ago to visit my wife's side of the family and everything. And like I said, I do love New York. The North is a great city, but just to hear what's going on right now with the education, the sanitation, you putting money to the damn dance team for no goddamn reason. I don't know why. You never hear any other city have a dance team. Philly, Miami, here in LA. It's just crazy, man. I just hate to see, New York is, even though New York is still one of the biggest and top cities in the United States. I just feel like with the mayor doing right now, you just, kind of giving, New York a bad name of what you're doing right now. And it's just really, really messy, and hopefully when they have the next election, you can really look at a person, look at the person you're trying to elect and just really see what they're trying to do for the city, because Eric Adams is terrible. And the thing is, it's like, he still got our civil suit against him. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that yet. You guys heard anything about his anything about the civil suit yet?
No, it's on the hush hush. Remember, Mama, right now they was focused more on Trump. That's why they didn't really talk about him. That's why it's pretty much underneath the rug. They're not gonna talk about it because Trump got more of the media attention right now.
Right. Oh, okay. I got it. But yeah, man, I just sad to see how New York is looking right now. Hopefully they can get their act together.
And I'm with Joe No Hurt. He say when Giuliani in 1995 to the 2000, he was an asshole who got New York back on track, and it was a Republican. Fact. I think all the time.
Joe Don't Hurt It. I'm right here. I was in New York around that time. It was, yes, he was an asshole, but this place was safe. Yeah. It was safe. You could go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade and nobody was not going to shank you up.
But the problem is, I came because remember, you got to keep it in mind. A lot of these politicians, they're endorsed by celebrities. Whatever the celebrity say, the people gonna follow. You ain't see what Carly B said. She said a lot of them already coming up to her right now and say, "Hey, can you sponsor us? Can you sponsor us? Can you sponsor us?" And she's saying no.
She don't care how much money you give her. She ain't doing that.
Yeah.
She's doing it this year. You guys suck.
Yeah.
After y'all don't use the girl, and now she's they use me like a pawn.
And also use Charlamagne too on the Breakfast Club. He said, Charlamagne said, I ain't dealing with y'all once no more.
Yeah, because remember they ain't doing nothing for the people. You can't tell people because remember you telling their followers to follow you or to vote for you because they say you are the best candidate for the job, and then when they realize, hey, you're doing harm to New York. New York has not gotten better. It seems like it gotten worse. Right now, you got immigration all over the place. I went to New York. I'm telling you, when I went to New York, Hakeem and Jordan, there's nothing but immigrants there. It's crazy.
Wow.
I can believe it. I believe it.
It's really nothing but immigrants there. Yes. And then and then right now people are upset at Trump because of Trump saying if you're in the United States, you're supposed to be speaking English only. They got upset about that. And I agree with what he's saying, because when you go to other places, other country, they say, hey, you gotta speak our language. So and don't get me wrong, the United States was built on immigrants and also black people. That's a well-known fact. But still, there's a balance.
Kendall said, "Where's Ja? Who Ja? You talking about Ja Rule?
I think Ja Rule. Yeah, where is Ja Rule?
I don't know. He's been quiet for a long time.
Yeah, but that mayor in New York, he sucks. He has to go. It's the same thing like the mayor in Chicago. Same thing, but she's gone already. But they not doing it good. They're not fit for.
They're still not doing a good job in Chicago. Still,
Chicago trap.
They got their migrant situation bad as well.
It's weird as hell.
Yeah, that's where the people who don't know what they're doing. Ronnie Ron, you know about that. Yep, I already know about that. When they put people in positions that they really don't know what they're doing, they put them in jobs they clearly have no clue of what's going on. Politics, and that's what happened with New York. New York is nothing but politics, and I think it's hurting the people. They're actually doing good because now you got legal immigrants going to New York City, bringing up the crime rate. And then normal New York folks now got to protect themselves 10 times more. Because you got immigrants sleeping on the subway, you got immigrants sleeping on the streets, you got immigrants. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I promise you, Jordan.
Yeah, try to rob you. And the thing is we just did a story about illegal immigrant shooting a legal immigrant. That's crazy. Right. That's crazy.
Who works so hard to get the visa, do the process, and got shot. But that's what happened when you're in the Biden's America. When you're in Biden America, everything goes. Even though right now you say, "Oh, I'm eliminating $1.3 billion in student loan debt," more false promises to the people. But that's what people tend to vote for, because they say the other man is bad, he's out of his mind. But this guy here is a great man for the job, and they realize, neither of these guys are good for the job. And I ain't gonna lie, kid, I think Trump is the new mob father. Bro, New York said he got to pay over close to $400 million. He ain't gonna pay that.
He'll find a way. Yeah, or he's trying to sell his shoes so he gets some money so he pays some of it off.
Well, the suits are sold out. You ain't gonna find them. And in my mind, I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna cop them, get them, and then flip them. Because I was like, people will pay heavy money for them.
Majority of people, they doing that. They buying it and putting it on resale. They sell for like maybe $1,000.
So I was like, man, that was a good call. When it came, I was like, crap. But it was sold out. Because I was actually gonna get them and then resell them. Because I knew people that's like shoe head, they was gonna buy it. B's kids wouldn't be born then. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Set up for something. I quote David Chappelle when he was talking about wait long for Ja Rule. Wait long for Jay. Oh, that was he was quoting David Chappelle and he said wait long for Ja Rule. Yeah, but Ja Rule, I haven't heard from Ja Rule for God knows how long. He been just quiet. His career went underwater ever since the 50 Cent situation. So nobody really talk about Ja Rule. But like always, Jordan, on to the next one.
All right, we got another topic for you. So there's this chick she went viral on TikTok, and she was talking about her situation of being homeless and really, really going through a divorce and everything. And it's just really her side of the story. We don't know the man's side of the story, but she's just going about her side of the story and how her man is not helping her. After she's going through the divorce, the man and her is not helping with the bills. She's not, she has to live with her, with her parents and everything. And she Yeah, she's just going through it right now. She just went viral. We do have a clip for you guys where we talk about that. We're gonna chop it up.
So hard to talk right now. Situation's so hard. I'm just trying to relax. I tried to fix it after 3 days with my husband. And he's just like, no, you can't, you know? Like, I'm done with you. Today he keeps reiterating, like, through text message, like, we can be brother and sister in Christ. Sorry, this couldn't work out. So I came to live with my family, but they're hopping from place to place because they don't have a place. 7 days here, 7 days there. It's the hardest situation. About to go through a divorce. My husband not being there for me, and he knows the situation my family's in. Which is one argument that we had before I left the house, because he said if your family loses their house, then they can stay here. But once it happened, I asked him and he said no. Now I'm in this situation with them because he doesn't want me back. I don't know. I just got a new job. And he said he's done helping me, he's done paying my bills on March 15th. So it's like helping my family, trying to pay my bills, not having a house, moving every freaking 7 to 14 days from place to place with the company my mom works for, because it's like they have vacation houses, but it's just the most humiliating, degrading, low position ever. And just to know that like I'm married and like my husband just doesn't care and isn't helping, doesn't want me. Like I left the house because you threatened to call the cops on me when I wasn't even yelling at you. I don't know what's going on in my life. I'm over it. I'm just like, what is happening? I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of struggle and pain.
And you know, a lot of these TikTokers, as you can see, they post stuff like this, and like I said, we don't know the full story or anything, but you know, it's a possible. Well, I'm passing to you, Ronnie. Do you feel like, you know, her situation? Do you feel like, you know, she was capping just to get viral, or you feel like she's going through the real thing?
But before I'll give you my take, but this article say right here on blackgirlsnerds.com, it said the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development established like 582,000 Americans experienced homelessness in 2002, which is very crazy. The increase in the number of people without places to live is the result of outrageous housing causes, steady rise of prices for essential like food and transportation. Sadly, the rise of homelessness is Black women. So let's be honest here. Black women are experiencing homelessness on a higher rate since 2022. So because of the situation what's happening now, when the remember we dealing with inflation, causing prices, food, and all these situations, I to me, homelessness is a real thing when it comes to especially when it comes to African American Black women. You know, African American women, they experience homelessness all the time. However, when it comes to the aspect of TikTok, sometimes it's hard to prove it because remember, anybody can say anything. Like right now, Jordan, I can get my phone right now and say, right now I'm living on the street. It's nowhere for you to verify that because you're only going by what I'm saying. Because remember, I got my phone in my hand, and remember right now, especially right now, like people are capping and all over the place just because of the aspect of the money grab. Because remember, you did in the United States. One thing about American people, even though people want to admit it, we are givers. When we see somebody in the tens of need, we tend to reach out and be like, man, you feel bad about it. Say, man, what can I do to make sure this person's pretty much back on their feet? I'll do whatever it takes. You go fund me, whatever it takes for me to help that person out because we feel good about giving. However, but when you're dealing with social media, that's the only issue I have. To me, she got to show me something different to me to believe her story because the aspect is TikTok. TikTok, but I was telling Hakeem what we were talking about earlier. Like people are doing whatever it takes to get a viral moment, and that's what she's doing now. She's doing whatever it takes to get that viral moment, and she's probably doing that right now, using homelessness, saying that she's homeless as a way of excuse, so people will feel far for her, and she can pretty much have this viral moment, and that's why we're doing a take about her right now. So you know, I don't know, man. I'm being honest, I really don't know in this situation because black women are experiencing homelessness. I can see it, especially when I'm in Miami, driving, especially when I'm driving downtown Miami. I see it all the time. A lot of black women that's on the street, which is very sad to see, especially with their children. That's one thing that's real sad when I see it with their children. So for her to be doing that, and I just hope and pray she's not capping. But if she's capping, shame on her for doing that. Go ahead, King.
Most definitely. I highlighted this for a reason. When a person records himself, it's more about a cry for help and looking for sympathy. We need to hear from the husband. She throughout this whole thing, if ain't nobody know who she was, we would automatically say he did her wrong. We don't know if she cheated. We don't know if she was mismanaging finances. And here's the funny thing is, in that video, she was still begging him for her to go back. If a man has to call the cops for you to leave, then something's up. But I'm going to go back to what I said in previous. Why can't we just be private about our life? This is not for the
No,
world to see. What y'all go on is your business. If it's something positive, then so be it. But this negativity that we steady spewing out, you forget companies, your jobs are following you. Your future husband is following you. Your future wife is following you. This stays on the internet forever. Your kid's gonna see this. Let's be private. I go through a lot of stuff. I'm not on the internet talking about it. I have tons of adversities that I go through on a regular basis, but I'm not on the internet talking about it. I'll call my homeboys and we'll chat, or I might share it with somebody personal. I'm not going to flick on the camera and be like, hey, this is what I'm going through. And to have a person have a negative opinion about me. Because let's be honest about it. A lot of stuff we have in the dark, if people truly know about it, they'll look at us different. And that should be personal for you. We need to set boundaries for ourselves so we won't cross the boundaries of ourselves on the internet.
I live in Los Angeles. Everybody don't know, and as of all the cities, LA has the most hottest homeless rate out of any cities. And I see these homeless people, and some people are homeless because of drugs. Some people are homeless because they want to be homeless. Some people are homeless because they can't afford anything because inflation and everything. And be living here for 5 years. If you're homeless, the first thing that you don't do is go on TikTok. Simple as that. If you're homeless, that's the last thing you should be worried about is going on TikTok. If you're homeless, usually you try to find some food, find a shelter, or stuff like this. Usually people that might be homeless for like a day or so, I want to say they're not homeless, but the thing is, like, I know people who have YouTube channels who might live in a car or something like that. They might be homeless and they still get money. But the thing is about it, they continue to do it, but not many know they do have a permanent place to stay, something like this. But going back to her, I feel like she's capping. You know, she did say about, she's trying to stay with her parents, and parents have vacational places and everything. And to me, it's like, I mean, if you start a divorce, why would you talk your stuff on TikTok, barely on social media, period. You know what she's gonna start saying stuff like this will go viral. And fortunately, she went viral and get a little money and anything. I won't be surprised, man. A part 2, a part 3, a part 4, because a lot of these TikToks like to do that now. They like to do like I like to call it trapped in the closet, have different chapters and different parts and everything. They like to do trapped in the closet. If you want to see my next episode, listen to part 2, listen to part 3, listen to part 4, and that's what she's doing right now. And that's how TikTok works and everything. You feel some type of sympathy about this person, even though we already hear one side of the story. We didn't hear your ex-husband's side of the story and everything. So, like I said, man, I think that chick, she just capping. I believe she is going to the divorce and everything. I know, it's a hurt feeling and everything. But I just feel like if you're homeless, the first thing you should do is not going to take it or talk about the situation. First thing you got to do is make sure you got a situation you live at. Make sure you take care of that. And then if you still got some of the emotion, you could talk about it on TikTok and everything. But what she was doing right now, I just feel like she was capping for sure. For real.
That's what I was saying. I said hopefully she's not capping, but Hakeem was saying keep your relationship private off the internet. No, because Hakeem, the problem is today in society, the internet is a lot of people therapy. A lot of people come to the internet to release the energy they are feeling at the moment. Everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a good idea. I think you should back away, but a lot of people come to social media so they can get that empathy for someone else that maybe experienced the same exact thing. That's the only reason why she came to TikTok, because she's trying to say, hey, someone could relate to my story. I'm going through this with my husband. So now a woman out here probably going through the same exact thing. What should I do? That's why she came to the media. Now, at the same time, like I say, I think she did it to get a viral moment, which she did. Because now, look, we're doing a reaction video to it. However, it doesn't make a good thing whatsoever at all. It really don't. No.
Maya Reed said, "Did you hear Risa Teresa 50-part story?" No, we did not.
No, I did not.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's crazy. Make a 50-part story, man. That's crazy.
Shout outs to Truth.
Yeah. That was saying they making up the thing with TikTok, that was I don't really take TikTok serious. Because anybody can make up a story. They can make a story about anything. Like right now I can be like, right now I go on TikTok right now and say, my girlfriend is abusing me. I go in my car and say my girlfriend abused me. Knowing damn well a woman didn't put her hands on me. But the thing is, how would you know? How can you verify? You can't. Same thing with the lady with the brick. Same thing. She created a fake story. We all believed it because it had a viral moment. So we're like, damn, a lady with a brick, really, man, a guy really hit that lady with a brick. And they almost destroyed that guy's life. This internet can be dangerous. And that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Ms. Reed said it went viral. People cash out her money so she take a trip to Paris.
What the?
Damn.
So they cash up her money so they can take her trip. So they let someone else.
That's crazy.
I can't.
I'm in the wrong business. Do I need to put on the wig?
Suckers are born every day. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Hakeem said you're in the wrong business. Hakeem, yeah. I'm telling you, when you understand the game about using people's sympathy,
yeah,
and they giving, trust me, people do it all the time.
Maya, we gonna look it up. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up
Same thing.
tonight.
Look at Derrick Jackson. Derrick Jackson's a prime example. Derrick Jackson came in the game. A lot of guys knew Derrick Jackson was capping, but the
Mm-hmm.
women didn't believe it because the women loved the way he was talking.
And sell fantasies, and that's how it works.
Made hundreds.
He made Jordan Hakeem. He made hundreds off women. Derrick Jackson.
I
Captain.
believe you.
Yeah, till Tasha J got on his ass and she shut that shit down.
And think about it right now. He don't even talk about his wife anymore. He don't even talk about, oh, I'm working things out with my wife. I'm trying to bring my family back together. Stuff that he's telling women that guys should be doing. He's not even doing it about his wife.
He's with that stripper.
Yeah. And that's what he likes.
Stripper.
Stripper.
Night night, Sherry Vine.
All right,
Night, Wiz.
All right, Wiz, man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, capping off of women, because he knows there's a lot of not false, but he knows there's a lot of insecure women that looking for that type of man that make them feel good. So he was like, let me be that guy on social media. And these women used to send that guy hundreds of dollars. Women used to send him hundreds of dollars, and it was amazing to see too. And then you saw what happened at the result of that. Go ahead, King.
Look, Joe don't hurt him. This is. I like that he said this. He said, "I don't understand people. We need to donate for our people. The black small business owner, the mother of 4 who needs groceries, but we send Cash App to women who don't know, so she can go to Paris." Ronnie, women know that this lady is capping. Cash App came from the men.
So the Cash App you know why? Because she looks good. That's why.
Yeah.
But I always ask how long and how sustainable that is.
Doesn't matter. She looks good. She looks good.
Like, look at the Rhoda Osmond. You know, she got a big old booty, and they'll send it. And some man, they be like, oh no, we'll send it. They will just send, even though when they saw her booty, they forget anything. They'll send her a Cash App.
Yeah,
that shit was
instantly.
crazy.
There's more now. They go on what's that streaming platform? What's the other one? Rumble.
Yeah.
They'll go on Rumble. No, Twitch. They'll go on Twitch. There's women now that go on Twitch, and guys are sending them hundreds of dollars on Twitch, and any playing video games.
Yep. Yeah.
I've seen that before. It's problematic.
Yeah. And mind you, Twitch not supposed to allow that. They're not supposed to allow that in that platform. Talk to you later. Just hit me out, man. Always great. It's always great to see you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I ain't supposed to allow that on their platform. And there's women doing it because remember Twitch is like a little it's streaming for kids, and now you have women bars in bikini playing video game, and then guys sending them money. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Weird as hell. That shit weird as hell.
I'm gonna say, Hakeem, have you seen it? Cause I know you been over there in the Twitch world.
No, I watched it. I seen a couple on there, and people forget. There's a little button on Twitch and Kick where it says 18 and older plus. I'm wondering if they putting that button up.
Yeah. Why I asked guys, have you ever seen a beautiful homeless? Yeah, I did. I said a beautiful homeless woman.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got so many of them down here.
Seeing with kids, that's when it's gonna break your heart. You actually see kids on the street.
Bro, the other day I was at work and I had got overwhelmed. I had like an anxiety attack because there was 2 kids in the backseat of a car with the mom and the dad sitting, and the windows were tinted, and I could see their little heads popping popping in the window, and it was like you could tell like they were homeless. The tags were expired, and they're parked by a park.
Damn.
So it was like, man, and it was hot that day too. The car wasn't running, so I don't know. Like, I was like, should I call police? Should I get in their business? But like, I had to really step back and take a break from that, because that shit, like, yeah, man, is if you know you can't deal with that, man, find something else to do. You know what I mean? Like, put the kids up somewhere. You know what I mean? And it's a man and a woman in the front seat, and I'm like, yo, what's going on here, bro? Like, these are two little young boys, and you know, these traumatic experiences carry on, and I hate the fact that these kids got to go through something like that.
Kenny asked, are they even good at gaming on Twitch? No.
No.
It's to do it for the money grab.
Yep.
They suck at the gaming. You know, because remember, sucker, because they know, man, that's our one of our weaknesses. Like, we enjoy to look at beautiful women in bikinis, so they knows that. So that's where they capitalize on. But that must have been a very traumatic experience, because I see it all the time. I see women with their kids out there on the street, and my mind be like, man, like as a baby father, I'm like, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure you got a head over your head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit was
talking about leaving your kids out there on the street.
Yeah, I cannot imagine.
You know what I mean?
I can't do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know you'll disagree. I'd rather rob and steal to make you.
I don't disagree now. Hey, the day I hit rock bottom, that's when the AK get picked up.
Yeah.
I'm back trapping. I'm seeing who got what. We robbing, we moving work. I'm in and out of state. I ain't even playing. If I gotta do it to make sure they straight, but the least I think I would do, if I know that I can't take care of these kids, I would give them to somebody who can take, like a family member or something. Mm-hmm. And me I'll feel comfortable knowing I can go visit them and they be straight and I sleep out on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it should work, yeah.
You know?
And I ain't that, but there was a study done, a statistics done. They said like how right now there's a lot of black men, pretty much. They say pretty much black men trying to find a place to stay, so they get into relationships, and they sleep at.
That's an old tactic.
Yeah, it is.
That's an old tactic. They make sure they go, but your D game got to be on point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, Jordan, you agree?
I remember. Hey, but then what's his name? What's that comedian? What's that? That big comedian. He did a skit on Instagram about how this. I'm a hood dude. He's homeless. You know, he got a big thing, and you know, but the thing is, it's like he always hold on to the chick and everything, and his thing is always hard and everything. And he don't be having no money and everything, but as long as the sex is good, she let that man stay.
And Kendo said, "Yeah, you heard about that too." Yeah, it was an actual study done. They say black men, that's their new way of surviving. They try to get women so they can place to stay because they can't get their own place.
Yeah, because they can have bad credit and all that type of stuff. Yeah. And there are some men out there like that, so it's crazy.
I don't know, man, because the problem is with that situation is when you're under the room, when you're in a woman's facility, her rules apply, so you can't go out.
He has no rules. There is no rules.
There's no rules. She'll kick you out. She's leaving.
If you ain't dropping the pipe, if you're not cleaning, cooking, none of that, get the hell out.
I ain't gonna lie, I clean. I clean. I'm like, baby, I can't cook, but I make sure that house is clean. Like, laundry done, everything. Yeah, but
ain't no back talk either. I don't want to hear no back talk.
Yeah, but that what happened when the study was done, bro. When I saw that study done, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing. I was laughing about her. I was like, wow. They really say black man got it bad out
It's crazy.
here.
It is.
Jackie shaking his head. Well, we already got a few more minutes left, Jordan. I don't know if you have anything else for us left.
We can do one more. Since you run on Hakeem, and this was viral too. So this lady, I don't know if this was in Massachusetts. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna send it to you. This was viral. So yeah, so there was a 30-year-old mother who allowed her 5-year-old daughter to do Brazilian wax has been arrested and charged with child abuse. So it was disturbing images of a child giving Brazilian wax went viral last Thursday on social media, and while the child mother who allowed her to do the wax has been arrested. According to, this happened in Memphis. So her name is Jasmine Moss, 30 years old, is charged with child neglect and child abuse. Police discovered that Moss was allowing her 5-year-old child to do Brazilian wax after Moss posted disturbing images of her child waxing naked women with their legs spread out. In the post, Moss wrote that her daughter waxed 24 clients over a span of time extending 8 hours. Police said she was operating a business out of her home. She appeared in court today. Go ahead, Hakeem. I'm sending the clip. Play. And man, some of these parents, man, they are ridiculous. They are nasty.
Going viral also on social media, this story, teaching your children about working to earn money is a common lesson in many families. However, that lesson is landing one Memphis business owner in hot water. Even Memphis police are now involved.
Yeah, so this started after pictures of what appears to be the business owner's young daughter waxing a nude adult woman and being paid for it. They surfaced on social media. Now, they've since been removed, and we won't show you them here because it's inappropriate. Our Alan Self joins us live tonight from one address connected to that business. And Alan, what are you learning so far about this investigation?
Shay and Stephanie, this business owner was online bragging about how this child helped her wax 24 customers, which helped the child bring in $700. The address associated with the business license is this house right here. We knocked on the door, no one answered. We attempted to call the business owner, no one picked up. We need to be upfront. It isn't clear exactly where these photos were taken. We spoke with an esthetician at Pretty Girls Get Waxed in Memphis. She says she would never get something done at someone's home, and having an underage worker is out of the question.
That would not even be safe, much less legal, so it would not be good. You don't know what people do in their house, and even though their house should be clean, you don't know if it is, and you don't know who's gonna come in and out their house while you just laying on their table.
Now, Memphis PD says it's aware of these images, and a joint investigation is underway by MPD and the Department of Children's Services. Memphis police say they have received over 80 complaints on this issue since yesterday, and this investigation is ongoing. In Whitehaven, Alan Self, WREG News, Channel 3.
Yeah, man, that's terrible, man. That's one of the worst things I ever heard. Go ahead, Rodney, man. What's your take on this story?
Yeah, that was crazy when I saw it went viral. Because remember, certain things you're not supposed to do, and then for now I heard her do that. That joke was crazy, bro. Crazy. I don't know, man. That thing is crazy, man. The situation, like you put your kid into that type of situation, but people don't care. They really don't care. They don't even care about the well-being of their child. They don't really care about anything. It's just a sad thing, man. Sad thing. I would say, man, you got to make sure you protect your kids out all the time, even as a parent, man. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Goes back to this. Why is it so important to post that stuff? Happily it did. Now this child can be properly saved, and this woman can be taught that what you did was wrong. But still, again, why do we have to go to the phone? Everything, like, that's not even good promotion. The kids still suffer. The kids in our community suffer because of adult decisions, man. You know what I mean? For people, you know what I mean, who want to be fathers like me, soon to be fathers, we all think about these things all the time. And the thing I think about, man, I want to make sure my kids are safe. I want to make sure my woman is safe. I want to make sure I'm making the best decision every day. You know what I mean? Who you have kids with would determine if your kids end up in poverty or they in danger. Because they got to be in the right sound mind to understand that you're not going to put your kids into a compromising position. That's compromising. Where's the father at? I wonder how the father is feeling. Your daughter was out here waxing naked women. Like, you know what I mean? Miss Reed, it is very sad. And you know what I mean? I'm tired. And that's a little girl. And you know, kids are so impressionable. When they see these things out in the open, they don't know how to process these things as they get older. You know what I mean? So all I can do is pray for them.
And the thing is about this, you know, once that child starts to grow up and everything, that can really do damaging in their mental health, yo. Some of these parents like this, I just don't understand why they do what they do, and them just being a parent is like what you just did is like you should not be a parent. You know, you should get your kids taken away from you like that. It's just some crazy stuff what goes on in the hood, especially in Memphis, and I just feel bad for that child, man, that she had to do that, not knowing, you know, you're not supposed to do that, but you do that anyways. Yeah, I hope that lady, she goes under the jail and definitely serve time, because what you do, like I said, what you do to that child, like that mental health, that can scar her, especially at that age. She could have nightmares all the way until she's a grown woman. So I'm gonna pray for the child. I'm definitely gonna pray for the child.
Like always, guys, it's about that time. It's about that time. It is about that time. Like always, man. Shout out to all you guys that are always tuning in each and every week to Chaos Culture Radio. We really do love and appreciate you guys for being there. As you guys already know, on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to Urban North, the lovely Miss Reed. Shout out to Kendall. Shout out to Jabbar. Shout out to Y High. Shout out to Jet Simiat, who was just in the building. Shout out to Joe No Hurt Him. Joe No Hurt Him now rocking us over here. Not rocking with us no more on the Twitch world, but he's rocking with us over here on the YouTube space. Shout out to Truth. Truth was in the building. Shout out to the lovely Sherry Brown who left because she had to go do her mommy duties. Shout out to Genesis. I love Genesis After Dark. Genesis After Dark is very dope. Over there at night, me and Hakeem, so we be over there having a good old time. So shout out to her doing her thing late night. She doing her thing, man. Shout out to Josh W. Shout out to I always say shout out to White House. Shout out to Shiesty Bun, who also in the building, and you know always coming over here showing us love and support. Shout out to Miss M. Miss M always come in. Shout out to Bob with Big Heavy Podcast. He said right now he's working on building up his channel, but he's back at it again. And that's why I say everywhere I go, he will show up like he normally do. Shout out to Gore. Gore is a heavy supporter of the platform. I really support. We really appreciate Gore. Shout out to Nightish. Shout out to the LA Project. She was in the building. I really appreciate her for being here. Let me see. Shout out to those that are watching on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. You guys over there holding it down for us over there. We really do greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to make sure. Shout out to Muhammad. Muhammad was in the building now. That was great meeting him on the last show. So you know, shout out to you guys, man. You guys don't understand, man. And I would say, man, and shout out to Josh W. And for those, if I miss you, please forgive me. And not only that, but those that watch on the replay, we really do greatly appreciate you guys watching us on the replay. Like always, guys, it's very important to go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the community tab, there's a KL Culture Radio t-shirt where me and Jordan got on. There's also different colors. And also KL Culture Radio coffee mug. And while you got the coffee mug, please make sure you get your Prince Hakeem book. There it is, guys. The hard copy, Black Love, right here. By Hakeem Bellows. So make sure you guys get your copy. Look, I got my copy. I said, you know what? I've been saying it so much. Let me get you guys a copy so I can see it. Like it is real and it's legit. Hakeem Bello right here. His book, Black Love. Like you see, Black Love. You see, it's a hard copy. Hakeem, you see, it's you, big dog.
Yeah.
It's you, big dog. Look, Arthur live and in person, so you guys can see that he's not capping. He's out here doing the work. And now that he have a new book that's coming out, when the new book drops, I will also get the copy so you guys will see it as well. But this is my copy right here. Hakeem didn't sign it though. He's supposed to sign it, but look, he didn't sign it. But when I see him in person, I'm gonna have him sign it and put it in the frame because this is well deserved. And it shows you that black man's out here doing this thing, but he's
trying to get
book. So hey, Hakeem, that's a good advice. Try to see if you can sign it.
I will.
See if it's already have signed, so people who get it, like I think the first 10 should have yours signed. And then people you say, because when you become famous, you're like, hey, look, I got it before you hit New York Times bestseller. But yeah, guys, go ahead and get your copy. So you see Black Love, Arthur by Hakeem Bello right here. This guy here. Yes, that guy right there. And also, guys, make sure we really do appreciate you guys because you guys make KI Culture Radio what it is today. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. We over and out.
Peace.